Womp womp. Womp womp. There we go. Hello, 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 hello. Wow, what's the camera in the right spot? No, it's in the right spot. Did I bump it? No, I didn't bump it. What's up, everyone? Womp womp. So here's the thing about testing a big printer. I've got all these big prints that I don't know what to do with, because it's like, yeah, okay, I did like a calibration cube. Hey, cool, it prints a calibration cube. We all know that. So it's a big printer, so you got to test it by printing big things. So now I have like all these giant prints that I have no idea what to do with. Speaking of, you want to know what's funny? You want to know what's funny? This is 100% scale. This is 200% scale. And let me just check some numbers here quickly. Home print. Where am I? Where is it? Where is it? How long ago did I print that Deadpool? It's in here somewhere. 1 second. 1 second. Let me see how long. Come on, show me the G code. Show me the G code. How long? This took 1 less hour to print than this. This took 1 less hour to print than this. Also, red does not show up on any of my cameras. I don't know if it's just a mixture of the fact that I use Pixel phones and Sony cameras or what, but red just does not like showing up on my cameras. Look at these overhangs. Who said a stealth burner can't cool, eh? Look at those overhangs. Printer's printing printingly right now. We are printing a, you'll see when it's done, but it's printing something big. How's the detail? Twice. It's a 0.8 nozzle in there. We've gone ahead and put a Rapido in here because if you haven't been following, I put out a few shorts about some updates with the printer. Andrew Rogers, $10 for the Friday front. That's right, it is Friday. See how we're getting 42 millimeters cubed a second of flow? Yeah, with the stock hot end, we were not getting 42 millimeters a second cubed of flow. We were getting 10. Let me grab the stock hot end because I did not want to change anything on this printer. It kind of ruins the point of reviewing a kit if you change stuff on the kit. But I literally got to the point where I couldn't functionally use this machine within reason. So it's got a Rapido in it now. So this is the hot end that comes with it. It's a sailfish. It's a sailfish hot end. You can see it's got no nozzle in it. So it comes with a 0.4 nozzle, and it was able to print at normal Voron speeds up to 20 to 25 millimeters cubed a second with the 0.4 nozzle. The problem is the moment I put a 0.8 CHT in here, it literally could not handle it. With that much filament flowing through it, I was printing some a bracket mod somebody sent me to put the panels on because we're still dealing with the tape panels. So one of the reasons I'm printing something tall is to get the gantry up so I can do a panel mod after. But anyways, long story short, I was printing PETG at 250 on the nozzle, watching the heater sit there pegged to the firewall at 100% and watching the temperature just drop. So the heater was at 100%, and I just kept slowing it down Eventually, it like 10 millimeters cubed a second was where it was happy. Because, fun fact for those that don't know, all 3D printer hot ends are liquid cooled. They're cooled by the filament flowing through it. So filament flowing through your nozzle, it acts like a heat sink. It takes away heat from the system. And I guess if this hot end with the 48, it's got a 48 watt heater, 24 volt, but with so little thermal mass to it, and the fact that the 0.8 CHT was sticking out past the sock, so it was in line with the fans, it just couldn't cut it. It just couldn't cut it. It was struggle bussing. So yeah, so I ripped it out and I put a CHT in there, which means I can now do the El Bancho Grande. So if all goes well, I got to do an order with Polymaker to get some big chungus spools of filament. Speaking of Polymaker, do you want to win a spool of filament? We're going to give one away at the end of stream. Enter for your chance. Link in the video description. I'm going to do an El Bancho Grande after, once I get some big spools of filament, because I haven't actually sliced it to see how big of a spool I need to do a 1,150% scale benchy. For the record, this is 650. So yeah, so what are we doing today? What are we doing today? Well, today we still have that Seaboard Trident we have to upgrade. It's sitting right here. I brought it up. It's sitting right up here on the floor, but I kind of realized something. The garage is a flipping mess right now. We've had like 4 builds in a row where I have like partial parts of the builds everywhere and unboxings, and it's kind of like I kept it organized and then it just kind of, everything kind of falls apart after a while. So today we are just going to organize. I've got the printer printing something big, some dark tower of some guy's got to bring a ring there. I don't know. So yeah, also this is another downside of a big printer. Every time you print something, you finish with like a partial spool with like 80 grams of filament on it. This is 4 prints. Like 4 prints right here. And I'm like out of filament. It just sucking down the filament. So. Oh, and we have some art. I have some art for the wall because I got this big empty spot on the wall here next to the King Arthur. Go live over here for now. So I have some fine art for the wall that's gonna go up there, and I printed this. This was printed on the printer as well. This is Sparta 3D Galaxy Red PLA. So we got some art to go up on the wall. Which side's the top? I don't think it matters, but we'll do that. So this is gonna go right about here, I think. So at some point I'm gonna find some hammer and nails once I get some stuff organized. But first things first, this desk is a mess. So we're gonna do the tried and true method of cleaning and organizing. If I don't know what it is, I'm throwing it out. Red? Yeah, it's Galaxy Red. Yeah, red doesn't show up. Sony cameras, I don't know what it is with Sony cameras. This is not that bright, but it just gets blown out by these cameras. So yeah. So today's stream, I'll mostly leave it on the big printer printing. So for the Zoomers in the audience, you have something to look at. I could pull up, if you guys want, I could pull up the Tunnel Runners game or whatever it's called. But yeah, today is just going to be kind of a yapping and chilling stream today, where we go through, organize, make some room, clean some stuff up. I've got a time lapse of this going. I also have a time lapse of the Deadpool. I would show you, but I forgot to pull it off the SD card before I started the next time lapse. So yeah. You are currently printing a cat with yellow Prusament. C'est un bon chat? Right? Chat. Kitty. I also have failed prints I have to hang on to, because doing a review, you need to hang on to failed prints. That's the downside of doing reviews. You gotta keep all the prints until the video's done, then you can throw them out. And we're gonna be doing a lot of throwing out today. A lot of throwing out today. Good pronunciation. Eh, mon français. Très bien. J'aime beaucoup poutine. Il y a un cochon dans mon pantalon. Pamplemousse bibliothèque. Apparently printing a torso for a half-scale General Grievous. Why half-scale? Why not full-scale? Why not full-scale? Also, we figured out why the LEDs don't work. I wired them up backwards. And the only way to fix them would be to remove the entire X-axis. So we will not have LEDs on the X-axis of this printer. As you can see, like I have lights above it, so it's fine. Fifth Element Stone. Yeah, I was printing a whole bunch of them, and then that's the print that made me realize how bad the hot end was, because like I came out in the morning, I started the print before going to bed. The print started fine, but that was like the first couple layers. And then what ended up happening was I went to bed and I woke up, and when I woke up, I went to check the print. Well, when I went to check the print, I heard the extruder going like, you know, chunk, 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 and I'm like, oh. Okay, the extruder can't handle it. Let's try bumping the heat up to see if that helps. And when I bumped the heat up, it caused a thermal runaway event, because I told it to go from 220 to 225, and it literally could not. It was barely holding 220. It was sitting at like 218. And then I sit there and it went from like 218 to 218.1 over the next 5 minutes, and then it aired out. So yeah, no bueno. So long story short, the prints failed, and I had 4 of them going, so I was kind of disappointed. So that's also the downside with big printers. For those that don't know, big printers equal big problems. Because when something goes wrong on a big printer, like for example, your spool gets tangled because you didn't check it after you homed it to check something, and it jumps over the side and it gets tangled. This, oh, it failed, you know, 20% into the, like 15% of the print. This is 200 grams right here. It gets heavy quick. Big printers get heavy quick with their prints. So, new 3D scanners. I have not. I have a scanner. I have like one of the first generation Revo points. They sent me one years ago, and then I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then I realized I don't know how to use a 3D scanner. So I didn't really do much with it, unfortunately. I sent them a message. I'm like, hey, just a heads up, I really don't know what I'm doing with this. And they're like, if you can, figure it out. If not, no biggie. Okay, do we keep the poop emoji? Chat, I've got a very important question for you. Keep or yeet poop emoji. Keep, yeet. Start poll. I've got very important questions for you. I'm totally not using this as an excuse to bait audience engagement. That would be very wrong of me to do. That would be very wrong for me to do. I think this is probably gone. Here, put you back on the big print. Also, I've tuned the settings a bit. I found out 3 bottom. I like doing 4 top, but in this case, we're doing 3 top, like 3% infill and like 1 wall. Because 2 walls is 1.6 millimeters. That's a thick wall on a cosmetic print. So we're doing 1 wall with every other layer having an additional wall. So hopefully that works pretty good. There's not a lot of tall surfaces on this print, so it shouldn't be too bad. So yeah. How do I have so many empty bags? Look at all these bags. Look at this graph. Oh, screw. So I've got this. This is my screw bucket. This is where the random screws go. I think I lied. I don't think we're actually gonna be doing much sorting today as much as organizing, but if we get to it, we get to it. Because what I'll probably end up doing is break everything down to the boxes, and then I just need to clean up. I need to make room. We need room. .608 bearings. Why do I have an FPV goggle set here? Oh, go a little there. That must be a good vase mode printer. That it is. 1 second here. Let me go grab the vase if I still have it. Where did I throw it? Where did I put it? Oh, it's underneath the printer. Shoot, I might have broken it. There it is. I've been using it to hold the scraps. Yeah, it does do vase mode pretty good. It does do vase mode pretty good. I've got some project ideas for around Christmas involving vase mode. So, channel content for Christmas is already sorted out. Hooray. Looks like we are yeeting the poop emoji. Yeet. Random stepper motor. I need a box for, there we go, electronics motors. Flush it. I don't think flushing it would help too well. I think flushing it would be a problem. These are M38s. It's pronounced Vars. Well, it's fragile, which means it's Italian, so. What should I not purchase from KB3D? You should not purchase their entire inventory. You should purchase the things you need. Your file. Garbage. Shim. Shim. Shim, shimmy, shim, sham. Shimmy, sham? Shim, shim, shim. Shimmy, shim, sham. Stay over here. I really got to go through all these drawers. I have so much stuff in this room. It's like garbage. Cables, cables, cables. Your garbage, your wire, I don't need you. Your wire, I don't need you. Your wire, I don't need you. Am I going to print the Lego Christmas tree? Maybe. I've got an idea involving vase mode, clear, translucent PETG, and LEDs for Christmas. Should I be on a plane to California? I wish I was going to Open Sauce. I would not be going today. I would have been like traveling Wednesday or Thursday. But yeah, no Open Sauce this year, unfortunately. Believe me, I wish I was going. Believe me. But was not in the cards for this year. Maybe next year, we'll see. We'll see. Last year was kind of a fluke that I made it out. Prusa basically like last minute, like, hey, you want to go? And I was like, sure. This year, no such luck. So, is what it is. Is what it is. What are you? I don't want to lose you. You go in here. That will be missed. I know. Also, last year, the Voron team had a booth, so that kind of made sense. One of the, like, you know, justifications for me to go was part of the Voron team. This year, we don't. This year, less 3D printing companies went, if I'm not mistaken. Like, yeah. It's like, let me organize everything. And by organize everything, just take everything off the shelf and just put it into a drawer. Is that organized? Is that organizing? I guess so. I don't know. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. There we go. I had a baggie of zip ties explode in here. Let me dig them all out. Your standard there. Again, why do I keep finding Magpul backup iron sights in here? Why do I have Magpul backup iron sights in? Oh, because I have them on one of the Nerf guns, that's why. Like, I know I have them. It's not the fact that I have them that concerns me. It's why are they in here? And it's like, oh, that's right, I put them in here. Because I had them on a Nerf gun. Because you can never have too many Magpul backup iron sights. You never know. You never know. Uh, 1056% pendulum. Yep. Yep. You can do 1150 scale with it on a 45-degree angle, and it's around 4 to 5 kilograms of filament depending on your slicer settings. That's one of the reasons I'm doing this big print right now. Is kind of this is a good test of I call it like the MVP profile, the minimum viable product, which is like if I need to print something and I don't want to use a lot of filament, because this is like one wall with alternating extra wall, so it's half wall, 1.5 walls, 3 top, 3 bottom, 0.8 nozzle, 0.4 layer height. So many USB cables. It's funny how you go from like not being able to find a USB cable to them being bloody everywhere. Might be better to like clean off the top of the desk and then go to throwing it, and then going through the shelving. Where did that go? Where did my wrench set go? I have a wrench set, but I don't know where it went. Okay, well, you can live in here for now. We will find out where you go later. Oh, my original Hanan that I made myself. 1024 and call it a... No, we're gonna go as big as we can, and it's El Bancho Grande. El Bancho Grande Supreme. What is this? What is this? Do I need this? It looks like a USB-C. Oh, I think this is like breakout board stuff from when I made the 3DS mod. I'm gonna keep this. Might be handy. It might be handy. Anyone need a 24-inch Mitutoyo scale? You never know when you need a Mitutoyo scale that's 24 inches long. Remember, kids, you're never too young for a Vietnam flashback. Could you split the benchy and make it even bigger? Well, I mean, you can, but like the whole point is to try and print something that is big as the print bed, like fill up the bed kind of print. Finding batteries, and it's like, I don't trust them to be not dead, so. What I have knocked with thermal paste. Okay. You can go in here. Yeah, we gotta... I think the member stream this week is gonna be cleaning out the toolbox. It's like, find all the Allen keys. Does guac cost extra? Are you ready? I'm not a fan of guac. I am not a fan of guacamole. Mole. You are standard Allen keys. Why do I have standard Allen keys over here? You go on the old work tools. But yeah, so if you're wondering why we're not doing anything cool and exciting today, couple things. One, I need to get this mess cleaned up before we move on to more builds. The garage has gotten too big of a mess, so it's like today we're just using it as an excuse to clean up the garage, and then we'll move on to the Seaboard build hopefully tomorrow. Two, it's my wife's birthday today, and we're doing stuff this afternoon, so I didn't want to get into something that like was big in case it's like, oh hey, we're going to end early or something, because we're doing some family stuff today. So yeah. What isn't exciting? I'm just loving how, look how slow that's going. That doesn't look like it's going that fast. That is 42.8 millimeters cubed a second of flow. Like, that's a lot of flow. So much flow. You can get car insurance from Progressive with it. Remember how I said I couldn't find Allen keys? What size nozzle? It's a 0.8 CHT. It's a 0.8 CHT. Garbage. What are you? I know. Well, also remember the fact that this is a 600 millimeter bed. So like that base that you're seeing right there is, let's see here. Is this print is 430 millimeters by 444 millimeters by 475 millimeters. I can't go any taller because you can't go up to 600, because if you go to 600 and then you go to home again and the Z moves up, it'll crash into the motor mount. Literally 600 is the absolute max you can travel safely. Plus I went and put a Rapido ultra high flow on it, which is a longer nozzle. So the tool head's moved up a couple mil. So I think I have about a 20 millimeter safe zone. Plus now I've got an extra 5 mil. Put a red light in that print. Well, here's the thing. This print, we're just going to print it as is. I have the file to do this even bigger, where you print it in 2 parts. I might do that as a standalone project, like make a video out of it. I'm starting to map out ideas for videos for the channel, because I know you guys haven't seen videos on the channel in a bit. Because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the channel in terms of the type of content, because it hasn't been going well the last little bit. So we gotta pump those numbers. They ain't doing too good. So part of it is projects, is doing builds with 3D printers, and this big printer doing big projects is probably gonna be one of the first things. Yes, we're still printing the Gundam parts. I'm waiting on some more filament to come in. So I can get the first part of that video series out. So, but I have a drill. I have a drill. We should be doing infill now. This only has 3% infill, by the way. This print's only 3% infill. You should totally become a Fortnite streamer. I have never played Fortnite. Not once. I've never installed Fortnite. I've never booted up Fortnite. I have never played Fortnite. Ever. It's just not a game I've ever played. That's how you should play Fortnite. I mean, you know what's funny? I'm not opposed to the type of game Fortnite is, a battle royale. I just don't want to waste that much time. And by that much time, it's too long from the time you drop to the time the game ends. Somebody needs to make a battle royale that's like an arcadey version of a battle royale, where it's like the entire round is like 2 to 5 minutes. Like it's just go, go, go. That would interest me a bit more. Than the whole, like, the first 5 minutes of the match being trying to find weapons and upgrades and whatnot, and kind of it's like roll of the dice who gets good stuff and whatnot. Nah. Super simple map, super simple weapons loadout, and just drop and go. Just drop and go. Says a guy who streams for 4 hours talking and building stuff. I like talking and building stuff, though. That's the thing. I like doing what I do. If you don't like doing what you're doing, then what are you doing? I should probably drain these batteries. Imagine a Space Marine 2 Battle Royale mode. Ooh. Brother! Hit the gritty, brother! Brother, we must secure Tomato Town, brother! You think it'll be... I mean, well, one wall is 0.8 millimeters, and I have it set to alternate extra wall, so it's really 1.5 walls. All I know is, like, for example... Like, this is one wall infill, obviously, and it's like, you are not breaking this. This is 2 exterior wall and 1 wall infill. Like I'm squeezing it, and that's not deformant, so it should be pretty good. Plus, this print has a lot of like vertical surface. It's not like there's like a lot of top layer stuff, so it shouldn't be too bad. Should just make a second channel with the music and library. I mean, I might do it on Twitch or something. That seems like something that would make kind of sense to do on Twitch, but we'll see. We'll see. More Allen keys. Seriously, Alan, you left your keys all over my garage. Could someone tell me what the print is? The Dark Fortress of Barad-dûr. I've already printed this print before on the cheating. But whereas this one is like, how tall is this one? This one's like what? 15 inches? What's 15 inches? So that's like 350 millimeters. This is 575 millimeters. So what am I going to do with it once it's done printing? Use it in the video. After that, I don't know, figure something out. But there's a bigger version of this that you can print in multiple parts, and then the eye you print in like clear PETG and you put LEDs in it. That I might do for like some sort of Halloween print. Gotta be safe. Put these with this guy. Look, I can see my desk, guys. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Ooh, a reamer. I can ream stuff with this. So find out these are useless, so garbage. Theoretically, print a plastic clone of the kiddo. He's 3'10", so I don't think I could be close. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna get a delicious drink for my gamer subs. Use code Canuck to save. Sitting? I mean, if he was sitting, maybe. What are you? You're garbage. Okay, is anything in here worth saving? Yeah, some screws. I need to get one of those magnetic rollers. You know, for those that have worked in a shop or whatever, you have those brooms that are like magnetic for picking up chips and whatnot. I need to get one of those. It would probably pay for itself with the amount of screws I would find off the floor. Not gonna lie. Ooh. I have found a ball of steel. We're at 69 likes. Not bad. Make sure you like the smash button. Remember, if you're going to enter for your chance to win some polymaker filament, you might as well like the smash button. You might as well just travel down a little bit, like the smash button, ring the bell. If you're not subscribed, well, that's an easy thing to do. You just click the subscribe button. We normally do build stuff on this channel, do projects and whatnot, but today is just a nice little relaxing Friday. Also, it's really nice out. It's actually really nice out today. And go out for dinner after the stream, take the wifey out for dinner. And then what else? What else? There's something. Oh, there's a car show today. I think we're gonna go to this evening. So that'll be nice. 3 screws here. Tempted to buy one of those Yeston waifu GPUs. I saw those in China, and not gonna lie, they had a 9070 XT in stock sitting there on a shelf that I could have bought. And part of me is regretting not buying it. And then the other part of me is like, you fool, that would have screwed you over, because when taxes came in, you owed more than you thought you did. So that screwed up your whole budgeting. And also you would have got screwed on, whatchamacallit, tariffs and duties coming back. Although not as bad as it would be now. It actually would have been a smart time to buy it back then. Because now everything's just become a joke when it comes to the tariffs. Although, actually, I would have been double screwed too, because I would have had to pay tariffs because I was traveling through the States. So I would have had to go into the States, pay tariffs to import to the States, and then pay tariffs to import into Canada. That would have been stupid. But yeah, they were selling it for MSRP. It's just, it actually was slightly cheaper until you realized you had to pay tariffs when you brought it back home. So. Clean off my mat. Big neo. I got a bunch of neodymium magnets, just none of them are that big. They're all like the little ones. By the way, if you're a man of culture and you're wondering what type of keyboard desk mat I use out here in the garage, it is a Gamer Subs one. It is the waifu with a raifu Gamer Subs desk mat. That's the one I use out here. So, for those that are curious. And then the keyboard I use is a low profile Keychron. The mouse that I use is literally a like $2 Black Widow wireless mouse I bought at Walmart, and the battery cover has been missing for years. And I have a Steam Deck, or Stream Deck, not Steam Deck, Stream Deck. That's what I use for the computer out here controlling. Oh my God, there's room. Also, bread knife. Never go home, never leave home without your Costco branded bread knife. Why? This is actually really good for cutting through like foam and stuff and insulation and whatnot. So they're actually surprisingly useful to have. Surprisingly useful. Okay, ISO. Which mechanical switch is the Keychron using? That one. I don't know. It's whatever one. They look black. They're low profile, so I think they're different. I think the low profile ones are different. So spatula. Put you over here. Okay, let's actually build up a proper Allen key set here. So I have a proper Allen key set. That was a good throw. Don't need you anymore. You're garbage. You're garbage. Okay, let's make a proper Allen key set. Let's build a proper Allen key set. Well, I got you all here. So while this is going on, anything you guys want me to yap about? Anything exciting going on in the world of 3D printing you want me to take a look at? Anything worth touching on, looking at? What's new and exciting? It's Friday. Anything been announced or anything? Meet up in Montreal. Yeah, I heard about that. That'll be nice. Like, the problem is I live down in the, you know, ass end of Ontario. There ain't nothing nearby. So there's like nothing to worth going to. What meetup in Montreal? Check the Discord. I think it's in the IRL events, but it's like the Canadian makers. I think Rose is put in, or not Star Rose, Liz. Pez Liz, for those that follow the Twitch maker community. Pez Liz is in the Montreal area. Montreal. Wow, these are... Yeah, I'm not going to care about making Allen keys today. That's a problem for future Taylor. I do not envy that guy. It's 4. You know, I'm just going to buy a new set of Allen keys. Sometimes you just get to the point where you're like, screw it. I'm just going to buy a new set of Allen keys. I'm not going to bother trying to organize these. These are just going to go into a pile. Where is... I need a box. I need a box for the Allen keys. This looks like it would be a good Allen key box. Hello from Germany. Guten Abend. Mein Freund? Frauen? I know English, bad French, and like 3 words in German. Das ist richtig. Das. A Cobra 3 without Ace for 150 CAD. That's not bad. It's funny, like, the way the market in 3D printing is becoming right now with how cheap some entry-level printers have gotten, it's like... Some machines are like, it's amazing how many 3D printers are not bad 3D printers by any sense of the imagination. For example, the Saval Zero. I've got one. It's a perfectly fine 3D printer. It prints well. It's just, for the price, you can get like a Bamboo A1, which also prints well. So unless you need something that is small form factor and enclosed, you can get more printer for your money elsewhere. And that's kind of like the downside with the 3D printing market right now. If you're a min-maxer, there's only really a couple options out there. The rest is kind of like, well, we've seen this already. Like this is nothing new here. You should drive to Montreal for some short smoked meat. I've been to Montreal. For those that don't know, I've been to Montreal. Like, I have family in the Quebec area. So I have visited Montreal. J'aime beaucoup le poutine. But I don't think my wife would approve if I'm like, hey, hun, I'm gonna go leave on your birthday to go hang out in Montreal. Don't think she would approve of that too well. Don't think I would get many brownie points for that. I took German in high school for 2 years and I have to show for his nearly 40 years later his ability to count with a passing. La putain. La putain. That's right. French is one of those funny languages where, you know, a toaster could be a female or a masculine or a feminine word. Il, elle, il. I remember that part. I remember that part of school. This cool little print. Look. Oh, 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 oh. This is really good at going right in the garbage. Really good at going right in the garbage. Behold, a beautiful, right here we got a beautiful Flexi Dragon. This one is the crystal variety. Native habitat, is on a shelf collecting dust. Also found in the garbage. Ooh. Lemon Pledge. Why do I have a can of Lemon Pledge? I don't know, but I do. In every Etsy store. Ooh, wait. I have the files to do the Buster Sword one. Yeah. I have the power of God and anime on my side. Garbage. Ooh, PTFE tube. Try and clean off my shelf here. That's where I put my LDO tools. It's only where I put them. It's just a pity you don't have a good sword. You guys want to see something funny? Who wants to see something I found when we bought the house? Give me a minute. This is something I found in the basement. One second. Where did I put it? I know it's in here somewhere. There it is. Oh my God. I do have it. So when we bought our house, we bought the house used, right? We bought the house used. And we found some stuff in like little cubby holes. So like under the stairs and whatnot. This was something I found in one of the rooms on top of a shelf in the closet that they just left. This is straight up like a mall kiosk sword. It's got a dragon. Like straight up, this is something you would buy at like that one store at the mall. It is 440 stainless. Not sharp at all. It's got like a ground in fake whatchamacallit. That 440 stainless. It's from Oscars. It says Oscars 88-317. If any nerds in chat want to figure out the make, model, and how much this thing set that person back. Also, it's got this little shank in it. This is actually sharp. This is sharp. Somewhat. And it's supposed to have something else on this side, but it's missing, I think. So yeah. So yeah. I would take the 3D printed sword over this. I would make a joke about honor or dishonor or something, but that thing has no honor. So yeah, that was found in the house. What's this? I forgot LDO gave me this. So it's like a little ratcheting set for like nozzles and a bunch of other stuff. So I got COVID. Nope, we're good. This is how you can tell my dog is deaf. Hear that beep? This also does a laser. So he used to hear this, and this is what you chase him around with the laser, right? Like, ooh, laser. So when he heard the beep, he would come running. He doesn't come running anymore. Poor guy. I found a cast Iron Man in the kitchen and a 32 flat screen wall in my house. Nice. Yeah, actually, I have a paintball maker too. Titman 98 Custom somewhere. I gotta find it. It's all rusted the heck now. All right, what do we got here? What do we got here? Garbage. What's this stuff? What's this stuff? Oh, this is camera mount stuff. Yeah. Keep this stuff. Don't you hate it when you like buy something to mount something and then like there's some leftover hardware and it's like, I don't want to throw it out because I might need it. And it's like that little bracket and it's like, I might need it, I might not. I don't want to throw it out just in case I do need it. But I really don't care. And Japan was bad, that's why. Yeah, the reason they had to fold it 1,000 times was to try and get any semblance of strength out of it. Literally, like, it was crappy steel. The reason they had to do the whole fold it 1,000 times was to try and get some sort of semblance of strength out of it. Because legit, like, the steel was such a crap quality. Should actually go visually check the print, see how it's looking. Dude, okay, for one wall, that is surprisingly rigid. Also, behold the sketchiest spool holder in the world. Yes, that is a rolling spool holder with a 2 kilogram spool just sitting on top of the frame. Now, luckily it is bolted down to the frame itself, so it is attached to the frame, but yeah. Oh hey, it's the Helldivers prop that almost got me banned off YouTube. I'm gonna throw that out because I'm not gonna roll that dice anymore. Yeah, we're gonna throw that out. That the roller? No, the roller you sent me is on one of the Vorons that I use for feeding the Pantheon stuff to it. This is the roller that came with the kit. What size nozzle? A 0.8 CHT. I could not find my Bondtech CHTs, so I'm using a CHT that came with the kit. Some no-name brand one. It works okay. Yeah, Katana's gonna do shit against plate armor. Yeah, I was using it for the, it's over here. Like, I was using it to feed, like, the big spools that the partials from this guy and the big 3 kilogram ABS spools. Worked pretty good. That's the downside with the big spools coming with cardboard is actually kind of annoying. I don't like the fact they do that. Like, the 3 kilogram spools, I really wish they shipped with, like, plastic spool holders because the, running this on its edge sucks because the spools get damaged so easily. So running these on the edge kind of sucks for the big spool holders. Spear or polearm beats a sword. I mean, pikemen, right? It broke down. Eventually, it was all like pikemen for a lot of that. Oh, that gloop is gone. Well, they all went to cardboard spools for a couple reasons. They are better for the environment, but they're also cheaper. So They're better for the environment, and we get to save money. And they're better for the environment. So it's one of those you ain't. It is what it is. Ow. Pinching magnets suck. Yeah, and then muskets came out and made swords and pikemen and all that obsolete. Oop, I heard a click. Why did I hear a click? Is everything good? Oh, I think we're good. Also, I figured out the spool holder, you have to mount them the same way. Otherwise, if you mount them the wrong way, they loosen. Figured that out last night. Looks like you put a Rapido in there. That's what I'm running. Yeah. I literally just took a Rapido out of a Voron that I had already and just threw it in there. So the fan shroud and everything is mismatched, but hey, it's actually printing. It's printingly. So I'm liking it so far. I bumped it up to 45 millimeters cubed a second max flow rate. Still the stock speeds from the slicer, like whatever the profile speeds are. But I kept those speeds, but I bumped it up to a 0.8 nozzle at 0.4 layer height and allowed the flow rate to go up to 45 millimeters cubed. And right now, we're printing infill at 142 millimeters a second speed, and we're getting about 42 millimeters a second flow rate, or millimeter cubed a second flow rate. So it's flowing. Flowing so good, I call it progressive. I'm sorry, that's the second time I've made that joke tonight. I apologize. You had to come to, well, it's because the hand cannon, you couldn't just use the hand cannon by itself. There's a whole period from when, you know, boomsticks were invented to where they actually like became the leading implement of war during the Middle Ages, or late Middle Ages, Renaissance period. Because for a while it was like all the bowmen were like, well, I can fire my bow and crossbow much faster than a rifleman, until that one battle where a lot of riflemen were there and they won. And then after that, everyone's like, yeah, we need to use the boomsticks more. Also, be careful with magnets. Never let them clack into each other. They'll shatter and explode. Big bada boom. Does anyone want a V6? In the bin. Oh, look at this wonderful orange GT2 belt. Whatever will I use it for? Garbage. And doing the box turtle. So the plan for the printer, for those wondering, the plan for the Venture XL, I'm going to print as it is right now. I'm going to do a couple more big prints, and then I'm going to do a video on my thoughts on the build of the printer itself and my initial impressions. Then I will go about doing some mods to it. I got to rebuild the entire tool head so I can enclose it. So I got to rebuild the tool head. We'll enclose it. We'll do that on stream, and we'll mod it, and then I'll go more into it at that point, because then I'll be able to print ABS on it. Because right now I can't print ABS on it, and me owning a 3D printer that can't print ABS. Why? Why would I do that to myself? Also, I completely forgot to hot tighten the nozzle. I started to print after I put the Rapido in. Two things. One, I forgot to set the Z offset, so I took a chunk out of the bed. So I've already flipped the bed over once. And two, I forgot to heat tighten the nozzle. I just tightened it cold and it started oozing. I'm like, why is it oozing? I'm like, oh wait, this is a nozzle I have to heat tighten. It's been a while since I've had to heat tighten the nozzle. Also, fact number 3, something to keep in mind for my fellow content creators. When you are filming a video and doing a time lapse, be aware of what is in shot, because you don't want a single frame of you in your underwear coming out at 1 in the morning to check out on a print to be in the time lapse. I'm not saying it happened to me. I'm just saying that's something you should be aware of. Because you probably don't want that happening to you. Why not? YouTube doesn't like that. Pretty sure YouTube has rules against that kind of content being on the platform, unfortunately. No, not nude. I didn't do nude. I'm not that big of a degenerate. But there was a, last night just before I went to bed, I'm like, I'm gonna go check on the print in person. I could see it on camera. I'm gonna go check on it in person. I came out and I had to fix the spool holder because one of the screws had come undone. So I fixed it all. And then I went back upstairs and I'm like, wait a minute. I was in the camera for that. I'm in my boxers. I gotta edit that. So I got a mental note of the timestamp when I gotta edit that part of the video. So. Stuff happens. It happens. It's a never dude. There are dozens of us. No. Also, if the Rapido isn't enough, I do have a backup heater. I can put this in the hot end. It might be a little weird to try and make it fit, but this is a 1,000 watt heater. It's a 230 volt, 1,000 watt heater. So if we need more power, we have access to more power if we need it. You never know. Goes over 100,000 followers after a nip slip. It's gonna be a while before we hit 100,000, the way things are going. So if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, consider subscribing, ring the bell. If you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, a Patreon supporter, or if you're just really cool, gifting memberships to others. Best way to support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do. Ooh, a little sheet. ABS. Ooh, I have another mouse. Hang on to that. So. What's in the box? It's heavy. Oh! It's a Fadus Apus 2. Okay. We'll put that in a printer. I got my Prusa hat. There we go. How's that look? How's that look? It's a little too hot. That's what that look is. Hey kids. What's up, homies? We be printing. How you doing, fellow kids? It's kind of funny, but that was me like the last couple of years I worked at the tool shop. I was the fellow kids person because it's like, I was in my mid-30s, but like, I'm relatively up to date with internet slang and whatnot because I'm, you know, a millennial who's terminally online. So I understand a lot of the lingo and whatnot, but you work with a lot of kids that are like into the gram and all that, and it's like, I don't do any of that. It's like, I'm one of you, I swear. I'm cool. I'm hip. I'm with it. Am I muted? No, you are not muted, Black Wolf 42. I could see you right there. If somebody else has you muted, well, I don't know, but I can see you. Just be aware if you spam chat, you have a tendency to get muted, though. We like to run a tight ship here, moderation-wise, so I don't have to moderate too much. I got putty stuck all over this knife I gotta clean off. Who has us unlocked? Skibbity. Ah, Skibbity. That guy made so much money. You know what? Does anyone here... I bet you those actors who had their faces modeled for those Half-Life 3 models back in the day, like... When I was a youngin', and by youngin' I mean like... I was in my 20s. But remember Half-Life Full Life Consequences? Who here remembers Half-Life Full Life Consequences? Those shorts made, they're not shorts, but those videos made with freaking the Source engine back in the day. I think it was even before Source Filmmaker. They were made in Gmod. Like, I guarantee you the creators of Half-Life 2 and the people who created those models for the random civilian NPCs in Half-Life 2 had no idea that those like models and characters would still be culturally relevant 20 years after the game came out. Like, cause you know, when Gary's Mod came out, there was Gary's Mod videos. I made one. I have one on the channel. I don't know if it's still up. I made like a Gary's Mod perpetual motion machine or something. I can't remember, but I made it like 20 years ago. But that was like one of the first videos on my channel was me faffing around in Gary's Mod. And now with like the whole skibbity toilet thing, they're still culturally relevant. It's like, that shit just won't die. It's basically modern gamer poop. Or YouTube poop. They don't get anything? Well, they get, well, okay, I've been in the store seeing skibbity toilet sales. Like, and Toys R Us has skibbity toilet models for sale. And yes, for those that are wondering, Toys R Us still exists in Canada. We still have Toys R Us in Canada here. Toys R Us still exists here in Canada. A bunch of mugs I gotta bring in. Put these inside. Up here in Portugal. Yeah, Toys R Us still exists in Canada. Some other one that went out of business in the States still exists. EB Games, which is GameStop basically, still exists up here. Italian brain rot. Oh. Get rid of this. See if I remember how to do it. I used to know how to twirl. I had a friend show me how to do it. Okay. Camera extension, don't lose that. Blockbuster. No, Blockbuster's long gone. Blockbuster's long gone. What is the warmest, most temperate city? I think it might be like something in BC, like Vancouver. It depends, like because we're coast to coast, right? Canada's, you know, it takes 4 days to drive across the country. It's a big country. There's a lot of variables. So we got cities on the Pacific, we got cities on the Atlantic. They're not super hot, but they don't get super cold in the winter. Where I'm at, we get stupid hot in the summer, and then we can also get pretty cold in the winter. Like it depends where you're at. Like Winnipeg, it's like -40 in the winter. It sucks. Ain't nobody wants to live in Winnipeg. So yeah, Vancouver's, well, yeah, I mean, it's only like 2 hours. If you're driving, it's 2 hours north of Seattle. So it's nice. I've been there. Oh yeah, Winnipeg gets stupid hot too sometimes. But it's known for getting colder in the winter than hot in the summer. Hello, friendos. How you, Talfox? How you been? Haven't seen you in a while. Oh yeah, we still have to build this. I forgot. I've got one of the Bamboo Lab DIY 3D printed mouse kits. Still got to do one of those. Here, we'll put it in the projects bin. This is paint stuff. Ooh, hey! I found my iPods, or AirPods. Stupid charger. Let's use Lightning for everything. It's crappier than USB, and it's proprietary. Go Apple. I'm so glad I never got into the Apple ecosystem. That would drive me insane. I just ain't got no time for that. Ooh, a Bondtech LGX, nice. You can live, where can I put you? Over here. Yeah, Canada has some pretty surprisingly robust laws for banking in terms of like, it's one of the reasons I think Chief Cheeto wasn't happy with our banking system. He was complaining about it a while ago, was because like our banking system is set up in a way that it's not as easy to basically scam the crap out of everyone. So you can't like, it's a out of the G7, well, G8 at the time, we were the least affected by the 08 financial crash. Although it kind of sucks because we weren't affected by it as much. Our housing market never got the reset some other countries did. So now our housing market is stupid up here. So it's kind of like at the time we did better than everyone else, but now we're kind of paying for it because we didn't have that reset. Instagoo bed adhesive. Oh yeah, I got to make some of this stuff. Okay, how do I gotta put ISO in here. Yeah, and then Quebec has some surprisingly good like consumer protection laws at times. Like, I'll be honest, if I spoke better French, I would not probably mind living in Quebec. I go out there for a couple weeks every other year, and I like it. So this stuff is Instagoo. It's basically a powder. I think it's from the, I can't remember which guys it's from. The Armchair guys, Armchair Engineering. So it's a powder, and then you add ISO to it, and it makes a really good bed adhesive. But you get it in a powder. You have to add your own ISO because of, you know, shipping liquids or something. Oh, that's where I put all those. There we go. Painting stuff can go downstairs. Put this inside for now. I actually have my desk clean. I actually have like the shelving here clean. That'll be nice. I can actually move stuff over here now. Sweet. Got a knife. You ever see a man as happy as somebody with 2 knives? I need to get my package. There's a lot of shit. Dude, the Panda Edge is actually really nice. Can I share the video? Let me see if I can put the video on the Discord. Let me see here. That's the Discord. Yeah, I know I'm on the Discord. Live streaming videos. Let's see. Can I upload this? Where is it? Okay, I don't know if it'll let me. No. Data saving mode, maybe? I hate how it's like Discord's like, you can't upload this video. And I'm like, well, then drop it down to like within its size limit. Nah, whatever. I don't care. Jake England, £2. Hey, it's payday. Time for a steak dinner. I mean, I am taking the wifey out for dinner after the stream ends. I don't think £2 will cut it. I know that that's like $4 Canadian though, so cheers. But appreciate it. I'll put that towards the steak. Google Drive images. Trying to find it. Is this it? No, that ain't gonna work. I used to have a link to it here, but I don't know where it went. Anyway. Okay, so now I have a bunch of electronics here I gotta put in a box. Let me find another. See, here's the thing. I went through and cleaned up, and I threw out a bunch of spool boxes, but now I need those boxes because I have stuff I want to put in those boxes. It's just a remodeled bamboo scraper. No, it's not. It's metal. I mean, if you're saying it's a remodeled scraper, well, this is a remodeled scraper. It's a scraper. There's only so many ways you can make a scraper. Have some chips with that steak. Oh, heck yeah, Lee Smith Workshop. Bamboo scraper. Let's see. Somebody made videos on it. This is 3D printed. I mean, this is just a generic scraper. They're all generic scrapers. I just like the bamboo one because it has the thumb protector on it. Now, do the other ones have thumb protectors? Maybe, I don't know. Why do I have like 3 hot ends here from Prusus? Okay, I guess. All the nozzles. Oh my god, why do I have Raspberry Pis here? Okay, I guess I got some Raspberry Pis here. I like Raspberry Pi. Oh, that nozzle's gone. In the bin. Ooh, what are you? What kind of nozzle are you? You're a 0.4. Ah, you're just a 0.4. Pardon. Nothing fancy there. What are you? 0.4? Just a regular nozzle. Don't you hate it when you find a nozzle and you're like, oh, is this what I was looking for? And it's like, nope, just a regular boring nozzle. And you're like, oh. Got a Diamondback here. Diamondback. What size? 0.6. Ooh. Is the Panda Edge still scraping well? It is. I wish I could share the stupid video, but I don't know the Google Images Drive. That's not the account. That's not the account. 1 second here. Add another account. Save. Tap yes on the phone. Yes, I have my phone. Yes, it's me. Continue. Not now. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I'm in my Google Drive. There we go. So this was a failed PETG print being hidden by my electronics. $2.49 for the veggie fund, Thomas. Cheers and appreciate it. So this is PET. Oop, no. There. Shoot. 1 second here. Which way? There we go. So this is clear PET, or correction, 1 layer of PETG on a PEI bed. Now I did let the bed cool.
Layer and a half, and it is adhered to the bed. So we got the edge here from Big Tree Tech, and I don't know why I love this scraper. That's why
You can't flex it off. It's only a layer thick. So it just, it works really good. It works. I gotta go there. There we go. I'm being squished between my GIF and me. Steve Namobs, $2 for the onion rings. Heck yeah. I love me some onion rings. Actually, no, I'm actually not a fan of onion rings. I am not a consumer of the rings of onion. Oh, you're the heater. It is really satisfying. It's really good, honestly. So the reason I'm using it a lot is I am printing a bunch of stuff right now for the Gundam where I'm printing with a ton of support. And when I print with support, I put a big brim on everything because I'm like, I don't want this failing, right? So I'm having a lot of 1 layer stuff stick into the bed because I put Vision Miner on my bed. And I'm like, I want this stuff to stick, but I want it to come off. So the scraper is really good at just getting it off. Durabun gifted 10 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. Thank you. Watching that 2 kilogram spool spin is leaving me a little uneasy. But it's spinning pretty freely. So. Oh, we got some warping. Uh-oh. We got some warping. Shoot. I should have put a brim on this. So here's the question. Do I let it ride? Nope. Nope. Nope, that would have failed. So, that's garbage. Yeah, that was not gonna last. Yeah, that was warping. Okay, so here we go again. Here we go again. Get myself a little bit of Division Miner. Sweet Acid for some onion rings, 50. Cheers and appreciated. And Troy J, $10. Cheers and appreciated for some adult bevies. I will get some adult bevies. I will. Because we're gonna walk a car show after. It's like a nice little car show nearby, classic car show. What are rings? Frings? What are frings? Like Gus Fring, the guy from Breaking Bad? See, the problem is I'm just hoping now I have enough. How much does this weigh? I gotta weigh how much filament I'm wasting right now to see if I have enough on the spool now. That's the thing, it's either you cancel the print early and you just let it fail. Please be less than 250 grams. $252 grams of filament in the bin. So the problem is, this print is 1337. Shoot. I gotta put a brim on. Other. Outer brim only. Nice. I could probably turn off quickly. There we go. Vision miner. I put that shit on everything. Go buy some. I have a link for it in the video description. It is an affiliate link. Okay. We should be good. Load and print. So we're only doing 2 first layer. This printer is such a scam. How so? How so is it a scam? Legit curious. How do you believe this printer is a scam? Legit curious. How is... Oh. Powering off. Why are you powering off? Oh God, you are way overheating. Wow, that GoPro is overheating like crazy. Okay, well, just pull the battery out and we'll just do it without a battery with the lid open. Notice the GoPro turned off. Yeah, I know. Time lapse. There we go. Back in the day, you preached that Core XY larger than 40 would not work. How is this printer doing the 4-bit ones? It's quite simple. It's built different. Core XY scaling large is not the best way of doing it. There are better ways to do a large motion system. But you can get around some of the deficiencies of a large Core XY by doing things like having double shear motors, thicker belts, and using CNC parts, which this does. A stock Voron doesn't have any of those. So yeah, you can go big with Core XY. I honestly believe this is actually at its limit. I personally wouldn't go any bigger than this, but hey, it works. Double shear. Having the motor shaft supported on both ends so it can't bend. That is a problem with... One of the problems is Core XY, as you get big with Core XY, belt tension becomes the problem. You have to put quite a bit of tension on the belts in order them to function properly and for the machine to print well. So, on a standard Core XY, like a Voron, for example, with 3D printed parts, not double shear motors, 6mm belts, you're kind of limited to how much force you can put on stuff before it gets too much. If you go to CNC parts, 9mm belts, Kevlar reinforced belts, NEO double shear motors, you can get a little bit more out of it. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just, it's not like a sheer drop off. There's a sweet spot, and if you change different components around, that sweet spot shifts. You might be able to get more out of it. This still can't move as fast as like these two Vorons I have over here. So I make up for it with a big fat nozzle. Going quad motor on this would probably be something smart to do if you needed to get more speed. So far, I'm not really having any issues with the stock setup, though, I will say, in terms of the motion system. Like right now, the problems I'm having with the machine are mostly just slicer settings and just making sure it's working right. By the way, these spatulas right here, these short little stubby ones, this one I was using for spackling or Bondo, so it's all gunked up. These are amazing for getting support off. These little short, stiff, stubby spatulas are great for getting support off, because you can wedge them between where the support starts and ends, and you can just, and it just shears it right off. It's really nice. Ooze on the nozzle, it'll clean off. It'll melt. Is this having the same thermal expansion? I don't know yet, probably, but I haven't enclosed the printer yet. Great at grab. Well, the gouging the PI was my own fault. That was me changing the nozzle on it and not realizing I changed the nozzle on it and not recalibrating it. So the machine didn't know that it had an extra 5mm of Z to deal with. We're just waiting for this first layer to get things so I can clean up a little bit of gunk on the nozzle. I don't think it matters. Yeah, there you go. Heating up the nozzle. Easy peasy. COVID lockdown 2.4 is ancient. Yet here's the thing though. You can upgrade that machine to be as up to date as any other Voron. That's the advantage of a Voron. You're not stuck with the machine that shipped. You can constantly update it and tune it and tweak it and make it betterer. The more betterer, the betterer. Remember, kiddies, the more betterer, the betterer. Is a semi-small amount of back pressure on the stealth burner tool head normal for? Well, I mean, you're gonna have to do some PID or pressure advance tuning for sure, but. Like that's kind of the one video I need to finish filming is the is the heyday of kits over with 3D printers? And part of it is the fact that like you could have built a fully stock Voron 2.4 back in 2020 and you can upgrade that thing to a tool changer with a full-on, box turtle, CPAP, and do all kinds of crazy shit with it. There are not many off-the-shelf 3D printers that have the adaptability of a DIY printer. Like DIY printers, you have a lot of freedom to adjust and tweak and tune all that stuff. There. Okay. So this stuff I gotta put in a box or a bag or something. Do I have any more boxes? Filament boxes, filament boxes. Really? I got no filament boxes? Do I have one over here? No. No, I do not. Oh, Allen key. So yeah, that's like the advantage you have with an open source machine. You're not locked down to, hey, you know how your machine can do all these things? Yeah, this firmware update disables that. F you. So if you're somebody like me who wants full control of their machine and how they use it, because you don't like people telling you how to use your tools, yeah, there's a lot of reasons to go with a DIY machine. So. But you do you, fam. You do you. Again, the joy of DIY machines. You do you. Gonna put the Jabberwocky. Yeah, I'm getting 1 or 2 or 3. I don't know. I'm getting some on the way. Some are on the way. So, where you can get Saval Zero profiles. I think Saval has some on their GitHub. Otherwise, that's about all I know. Like, I know as much as you. I don't, you know, when a company sponsors a build or whatever, sends a kit for a build, I know about as much as you. This is also another problem with being a printer reviewer. You get all this foam and it just builds up. It's super annoying. Like, what am I going to do with all this foam? Cut it all up so I can actually put in garbage bags. I think this garbage bag's full. Yeah, this garbage bag's full. What time are we at anyways? We're probably going to be ending the stream at 4 o'clock today. I got to get ready and we're going out for Din Din. So 4 o'clock is probably going to be end stream time today, just a heads up. So if you have not entered for your chance to win polymaker filament, link in the video description. Enter for your chance. Do this now. Do you want to win filament? I know you want to win filament. You need to enter. You can't win filament if you don't enter to win filament. It's one of those, you know, things about life. Also, I have so many of these Prusa pliers and whatchamacallits. It's ridiculous. Allen keys. First layer good? I don't know. I should probably look at it. That seems good. Yeah, first layer's good. It's funny, I cleaned off the whole workbench and now it's back to being dirty because I'm cleaning off another thing and using the workbench to make room. Oh, here's all my standoffs I was looking for the other day. That would have been nice to know. Okay, I've had this stupid face shield for like years because I was going to use this as a face shield for the Mando armor, and then I never ended up using it. So I need a project that uses this for something, and I don't know what. If anyone has any like helmet suggestions, let me know. Because this is rigid. This is like a rigid shield. Originally I was going to use it for the Mando, but it's not the right material. So. Garbage. Ooh, that's where I put that. Daft Punk helmet. I could do a Daft Punk helmet. I haven't done a Daft Punk helmet. Like, oh, monitor off. Oh, there's that bad RAM. Throw that out. I don't want to accidentally use it for anything. Space Marines. Honestly, I have no desire to do anything 3D printed with Space Marines right now after the bullshit they're pulling with Galactic Armory. I mean, yes, I get it. They are protecting their IP and copyright and trademark and whatever version, whatever the right one I'm supposed to say there is. But it's just kind of a dick move. Like, you guys aren't doing anything in that field. So why are you doing that? Why are you being a dick? Why are you being a dick? Like, I get it. I get it. I don't like it though, but I get it. But I don't like it. For those that don't know, Galactic Armory is a website where you can buy 3D printing models. They usually do a lot of cosplay stuff and whatnot. And they had a series of helmets from Games Workshop. So they had Space Marine helmets and whatnot. And then Games Workshop sent them a cease and desist and said, knock it off. And they did, which they kind of have to. Like, Games Workshop is within their rights. And I think their problem was that they were selling the models. Like, the fact is they were selling the models, and I think that's what's biting them in the butt. If they weren't selling the models, I don't think they would have the same problem. But the fact is they were selling the models, so. Gene Stealers are pretty much xenomorphs. I know, but like, to be fair, StarCraft was originally supposed to be a Warhammer series. Like, everything's inspired by everything. It's pop culture. Go read. You want some fun? Go read freaking whatchamacallit, Beowulf. Go look up Beowulf. Go look up some of those ancient Babylonian like short stories and whatnot, and you would be surprised at how many tropes and character archetypes and things just. The hero's journey is such a trope. Like, there's so much out there that, you know, nothing's original anymore. Nothing's original anymore. What the heck is this? Oh. I found a phone. An old phone. Oh, this is like an S6. Samsung S6? Samsung, it doesn't say. I think it's an S6. Cool. That'll be handy for whatever. Look. Look. It's clean. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like, nothing's original anymore. Nothing's original anymore. It's so hard to find stuff that's original nowadays. It's just, it is what it is. So now that that's that, I can move this over here. So I have some room now. You can go there, you go there. Why don't you want to sit flat? Oh, because you're sitting on something. There we go. Okay. So that's the Chubby. That's the Chubby printer. Perfect. So that's over there, ready to rock for tomorrow. What are we printing? The Dark Fortress of Barad-dûr, which we already started, but then it started warping off the bed because my first layer was not good on this one. It was a little... The fact that you can see through the first layer tells you how good the first layer was. So we're printing with a brim. But still, 250 grams of filament in not even 2 hours. That's a lot of filament. That's what I said, the Dark Tower of Barad-dûr. What did you think I said? I need to find something to put all these cans in. Trying to make some room here. So we have room for the build tomorrow. I'm just gonna start throwing stuff. I'm just gonna go through some of these drawers and just start yeeting stuff. Just yeet. Just yeetus deletus. Don't need it, yeet it. Oh, that's where my Hitachi went. I needed that the other night. What are you guys thinking of? Dark Fortress, Dark Tower. Is it Dark Fortress or yeah, Dark Fortress. The Dark Fortress of Barad-dûr, which is one of the 2 towers. Alcohol, put my alcohol over there. This guy. You go over there. You guys can go here. You got to go downstairs. Different kind of nailer. Heyo! You know what surprised me? It's Friday and 267 of you don't have anything better to be doing but watch me yap and clean up a room in a 3D printer print. You guys are awesome. Y'all awesome. I need to get a magnet for this. Okay, so let's put away the tools. So I'm trying to remember where we were at with the Chubby build. I think we were wiring up the tool head or something, because we'll either get into that tomorrow or we'll get ready to get into that tomorrow. I think I got to print the mount for it still. Or not the mount, the electronics mount for it. Will you feel better, says background audio while working? I mean, I'm perfectly content being second monitor content. I have nothing wrong with being second monitor content. There is nothing wrong with being a YouTuber who is second monitor content. If you don't know what that means, is most people have more than one monitor on their desktop. Second monitor means I live on the second monitor. I'll be honest, most videos I watch are on the second monitor, but it works. It's a valid content creation market. Third monitor? Third monitor is Discord. Third monitor is Discord, or at least that's how mine is. My desktop, I have 3 monitors. I have 2 24-inch 1080p side by side, and then above them I have it's like a 21-inch, but it's like one of those like ultra wides. It's like one of those narrow ultra wide monitors. It's nothing fancy. I paid like $100 for it. It's like a cheap one. Low refresh rate, but I have Discord attached to one side, and on the other side I usually have like a window, like a Firefox tab or something with the printer camera. So that way I can be browsing Reddit while watching a video on YouTube, while having Discord open, and be watching a 3D print all at once. Multitasking. Can you do it? I'm waiting on packages right now for my postal carrier. I'm waiting on some stuff from whatchamacallit, our good friends at Prusa. Need more filament for the sponsored build series. Are you all Allen keys? Is this all Allen keys in this cabinet? Is this cup nothing but Allen keys? What do we got in here? We got some random volcano nozzles. That's always good to have. You know, you can never have too many volcano nozzles. A drywall bit. A bunch of hex bits. Okay, those can go down here. You can go even here. Ooh, carbide drill bit. M3 taps. Oh, heck yeah. Hit the mother load. Can never have enough M3 taps. And the rest is Allen keys. I have a signature required package. Carrier never tried a signature. He left the delivery attempt. Ah, that's annoying. That is annoying. Okay, so on the bright side, I shouldn't be looking for Allen keys anymore. Hopefully. I'm gonna put my lttstore.com box. Where did I put it? Where did I put my lttstore.com box of stuff? Where did I put it? Is the layer bad again? But check. It was good the other day. Oh, jeez. Stop. Cancel. That's not good. What's going on here? Why aren't you sticking? Oh, wait, shoot. I know what happened. I know what happened. I know what happened. That's why. I changed this for ABS. Bed. And I put some vision liner on it too. It just wasn't enough. Camera's gonna wig out, by the way. Where did I put my LTT store screwdriver set? Where did I put it? I had it. Oh shit, did I accidentally throw it out? Okay, let me go clean off that nozzle. Just to be safe. menu. There we go. Okay, print. Upload and print. There we go. Yeah, the default flow rate is, because, let me see, did it do it on this? Yeah, it under extruded on this too. But these ones were fine because they had the right flow rate. Okay, speaking of, let's put the maple leaf up on the wall. I need some nails. Should have some nails somewhere in here. Come on, I gotta have some nails somewhere. It's my garage. Really? I don't have nails? What the frick? How do I not have them? Do I not have nails? I can put screws in the wall. I don't have nails. I mean, I got a nail gun, but those use not the right kind of nails I want to use for them. Will that work? I mean, yeah, that'll work. Okay. These aren't what you're supposed to use, but I'm going to use it anyways. Stop. Hammer time. How's the print going? How's the print going? Print going good? Print going good. Actually, I should probably put it on this camera so I can see what I'm doing. So the point is, this is supposed to live up here. Right about here. How's that look? Right about there. That works good. Can't get over there. There we go. Aha. Art. Art. That looks good. Did I keep the code? I completely forgot about it, Apula. We will save that for another night. I completely forgot about that. We will save that for another night. I completely forgot about that. Sorry. Okay. So, we actually have room to work on a printer tomorrow, if all goes well. Sweet. Finally. Or I might continue the cleanup. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Who wants to do a giveaway? Let's do a giveaway. If you did not enter for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, I'll give you like 1 minute to quickly enter. Link in the video description. Go enter for your chance. Do this now. Do this now. Because we're going to be doing the giveaway in a minute. So you got to get up on it. You got to get up on it. Did it fail again? Yeah, the first layer was a little too under extruded, so I bumped up the flow rate on the first layer. Okay, let's do this giveaway. Published. See the responses. There we go. So while I'm getting this set up, if you did not enter, you'll have another chance to win tomorrow on the Saturday night stream. But if you're bored while I'm getting everything set up here for the giveaway, Go shopping. Check out some of the links in the video description. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra. Go a long way in supporting the channel. Some of them, like, oop, 1 second here. Some of them, like the Gamer Subs one, the Vision Miner one, or the 3D Gloop one, use code Canuck, save some money. And the rest, well, they're just normal affiliate links. And hey, if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do directly, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. That way, people can hang out when we do cool members-only stuff. You get videos early, and you get access to super secret sections on the Discord and behind-the-scenes stuff. Because I post updates and more often in there. Names, clear, open. Names, there we go. Okay. Random names. Oh, we got it. Bot 226. Okay, how this works, if you win, you get yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. Pretty simple. But if I pick your ball and you win, that means you are the luckiest ball in the world. And you also win a free hat from the merch store. If you want a hat without having to go through the merch store, well, guess what? You could just buy one. Link in the video description. This one right here, this is a lonely ball. Anders Banks. If you win, you get a free hat. Good luck. No, I don't want to do the Steam key this way, Apulo, because I want it to be a separate draw for it. Because I know not everyone will either want the game or like, I don't want somebody who wins who's like, I don't play computer games at all. So I'll have it. We'll do a separate. Thanks to Apulo, we will be giving away a copy of Monster Hunter Wilds, whatever the new Monster Hunter game is. He gave me an extra code, and I'm just going to give it away. So that will probably be tomorrow night's stream. So I'm just going to let the camera follow Dark Eons here for a bit. I'm going to go check on that print and see how that first layer's going. Okay, that's looking a bit more smushed. Also, I'm going to bump the bed up to 60. Which is really annoying because you got to do it one bed at a time on this. 60. Okay, who's in the lead? Who's in the lead? Who's in the lead? Who's in the lead? Remember, exclamation mark, zoom, zoom makes your ball go faster. Oh, it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight for the winner. Who's got it? Who's got it? Oh, it's gonna be a fight. Oh, 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 oh. Jean-Paul Leclerc. Jean-Paul. Jean-Paul Leclerc. That better not be like a swear word or a very offensive word in another language. Yeah, congratulations, Jean-Paul. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. So you will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from Polymaker. Everyone, golf claps in chat. Golf claps in chat. It's Dutch. Okay. Dutch isn't a real language. We all know Dutch isn't a real language. Okay, I think the print's going good. Okay, so we are going to call it there. So yeah, so hope you enjoyed the stream today. Again, just a little hangout stream. We might continue this tomorrow. I'm like, actually kind of want to get this all sorted out, unless I get it actually sorted out during the day. And then if not, we got the Seabor Trident all-wheel drive with the tube upgrade. We'll be working on either that tomorrow or something else. So yeah, so shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Links for all of them and more in the video description. And for those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. Enjoy your weekend out there, be safe out there, wash your hands, and I will see you tomorrow. I'm gonna go make some dinner, or go get some dinner, because I'm going out for dinner. Good night, bye.